So before we start talking about this interesting scenario which is being flashed right now here in price action of Bitcoin, I just want you guys to quickly destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So on my previous video, we talked about this descending broadening wedge. In a 4-hour time frame, the price of Bitcoin was forming this descending broadening wedge, which was considered bullish when we flip the upper trendline resistance into support. So if you look in our case, the price of Bitcoin after getting rejection around this 27,300, 27,400 started showing weakness, but this weakness or this reversal ended when we got attracted towards this 0.618 Fibonacci line. This is exactly where we came, and now the price of Bitcoin looks like it could be preparing itself for this new impulsive movement. Yes guys, in the medium short term, if the price of Bitcoin manages to break out from this key line of resistance, which is around 27,000 to 27,200 range, then I am actually expecting this trend to get attracted towards this price objective from the descending broadening wedge, which will be around 28,000 before deciding the actual trend direction. Yes guys, in the medium short term, I am actually expecting the price of Bitcoin slowly get attracted towards this key line of resistance and also get attracted towards this 28,000 before choosing or before deciding the trend direction, because we know if we look at this in a bit different way, even in a daily time frame, the resistance around 27,000, 27,200 is not just only the resistance from this descending broadening wedge upper line, but also in a daily time frame that is the upper line resistance from this falling wedge, and falling wedge is also known as bullish continuation pattern. Yes guys, this bullish continuation pattern is also clearly indicating, hey, once the price in the medium short term flips this key line of resistance around 27,000, then there is a very high probability for this trend to get attracted towards the next area of confluence around 28,000 before deciding the actual trend direction. So that's why guys, please wait until price breaks out of certain line of resistance and support before placing any trades, because if you look at the price structure, right, you can see according to this VPVR, the volume profile visible range clearly shows us this orange line, or the POC point of control line, is lying exactly around 27,100, 27,200 range. And now since the price is below it, this exact line could be attracting the price in the medium short term, but could be also acting as a line of resistance, because this is the exact area where most of the trading happen. I mean, this line is considered as support and resistance depending on where we are. So if you look at this point of control POC is the node with the highest volume profile. So that is around 27,000 to 27,200 and appears as the longest bar. This can be caused as an important retest point or to calculate potential support and resistance. So that's why guys, that's why this exact line in the past price action acted as a strong line of support. This exact line also acted as a strong line of resistance. So that's why I want you guys to be careful, because the price of Bitcoin is still below it. And if we do see any sort of a range bound happening around that area, price flipping that resistance into support, then as I just showed you with this descending broadening wedge, 28,000 is a very high probability. Even according to this falling wedge, 28,000 is a very high probability. And even guys, even if we look at this in a bit different way, I mean using this leading indicator, which is known as central pivot range indicator. According to the CPI indicator, we can see very clearly the price of Bitcoin for this month of June came at the price objective from this CPI indicator. I mean, this first price objective, which was placed on 1st of June, has been reached, which was around 25,400 range. Yes guys, this 25,400 price target has already been reached, and since then you can see after reaching the first price objective, the price of Bitcoin started showing this impulsiveness. And now if we look at this price structure of Bitcoin and also look at this CPI indicator, the central, bottom and the top CPI lines are lying between 27,000 28,000 range. That's why with this previous example, this horizontal trend line, the VPVR scenario, the falling wedge scenario, the descending broadening wedge scenario, all are lying around this 27,200 range. And also the bottom CPI line will be acting as a line of resistance around that area. So that's why, guys, that's why for a proper confirmation, right, like this, price of Bitcoin getting attracted towards this 29, 30,000, even up to 40,000, first we need to flip this key line of resistance which you have in the medium short term between 27, 28,000 range to start this actual impulsive movement, because we know any sort of impulsive movement towards this CPI line does not necessarily mean the trend is bullish. Why? Because the price after this impulsiveness around 27,200, not even attracted towards the 28,000, right, could still fake out like this. So please be careful. Wait until the price in the medium short term closes above 27,200 and for better confirmation 28,000 range before placing any trade. And if you look at this price structure around this area, right, around this area in a bit different way, you can see even this descending channel scenario is clearly pointing us the price in the medium short term could be getting attracted towards this upper trend line. Yes, the upper trend line from the descending channel could be attracting the price before it decides the trend duration. So that's why I showed you with so many different examples. Between 27,000, 28,000, we have some very, very strong line of resistance lying around for Bitcoin. And unless we flip that into support, we are not allowed to get overexcited. Yes, guys, the price in the medium short term could be showing some bullishness because we found out we are forming a descending broadening wedge, we are forming a falling wedge, right? Even this descending channel shows the price could be getting attracted towards this upper trend line before deciding the trend duration. So it doesn't matter how we look at this price action, 27, 28,000, that range must be broken before we call the price of Bitcoin bullish. And even if you look at this in another way, guys, not just only using this descending channel, not just only using the CPI indicator, falling wedge, even the descending broadening wedge, now we are going to take this broadening wedge, because according to this broadening wedge, we can see very clearly the price of Bitcoin looks like, right, getting attracted towards this neckline 27,200, right? This is the neckline, but we also know if that neckline gets broken, then parallelly we will be also forming an inverse head and shoulder formation, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. So breaking the neckline will also break the resistance which I just showed you with so many different examples. So that means the price will be showing another continuation according to this inverse head and shoulder. And the price actually from this inverse head and shoulder, if 27,200 gets flipped into support, you can see we could be slowly getting attracted towards this upper trend line, which could be around 29,000 range. So it doesn't matter what the price of Bitcoin flashes us. I mean, bullish, bearish scenario, we need certain line of resistance or a certain line of support to be broken before calling it a bullish trend or a bearish trend. But for the medium short term, it does looks like the price could be getting attracted towards the 27,200 range and even up to 28,000 before deciding the trend duration. And we know yesterday I even talked about this bump and run reversal top. According to this bearish pattern, if the price in a bigger frame breaks the support which we have around 25,000, breaks the support from this 30 weekly exponential moving average, breaks the support from this 200 weekly moving average, even the 21 weekly exponential moving average, then we know this trend is actually weakening, and in that case we are going to follow this bump and run reversal top with the price objective around 16,000 to 17,000 range. Yes, guys, according to this bump and run reversal top, the price of Bitcoin is not allowed to close the candle below 25,000, because closing the candle below 25,000 means we are going to break out from this support line, this rising trend line support, right, and then get attracted towards the price actually from this bump and run, which could bring us around 16 to 17,000 range, and that's exactly what we want to avoid. So right now in a bigger frame, this would be looked as our bearish scenario or the worst case scenario for Bitcoin for the upcoming months. But if we look at this in a bigger frame, I mean in a weekly, we can still see the price of Bitcoin showing a continuation here like this, higher highs, higher lows continuation after retesting one of the most important key line. Yes, this line, this horizontal trend line retest before slowly starting this impulsive movement. And in our case, the price has already showed a retracement. And now if we do manage to remain over 25,000, that means the price in our case could be slowly starting this higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern type of scenario, just like, right, as shown here in an example. So that is the big reason why in a bigger frame, if we want to continue this inverse head and shoulder here in a weekly time frame with a potential price objective around 30,000, 40,000 range, we need the price of Bitcoin to remain over 25,000, and remaining over 25,000 in a bigger frame means the price of Bitcoin, regardless of shakeout, what we are witnessing here or what's going on in the market, as long as we remain over 25,000, this bullish scenario is going to play out parallelly. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you haven't destroyed that like button, then please do it right now. And for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now, by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye-bye.